Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Now, I'm sorry I look awful. I have got this fluey bug thing and I feel absolutely crap, but I still wanted to film a video, but I just look awful doing it. But hey ho. Now, today's video is going to be based on a question that one of you asked me this past week. The question that one of you asked me was, do I feel that mental health changes your whole personality? And that was a big question. In an aspect, I was very, very certain that it was just like, does mental health change you? Yes. And I thought it was going to be a very easy question. But then when the person said, does it change your whole personality? It really made me sit down and have to think about it. Now, mental health changes your whole entire life when you go through it. And you aren't the same person you were a few years ago. I am not the same person I was last year. I have gone through a lot since then. And I have gone through a lot since I have been fully aware and my mental health sort of became a prominent thing in my life, that I am not the same person I once was. If someone had told me about 7 years ago that in a few years' time you would have a self-harm addiction, you would have attempted suicide, you will be constantly living in fear and trapped in your bedroom, scared to even leave it, and have all these other negative thoughts whirling around your head, I would have laughed. Because I was not that girl. I would not have believed them if they had told me all of that. I would have laughed. I would have said, you're joking. There is no way in hell that would be me. Because I was not that girl. I was the girl that loved to make other people laugh, make other people smile. I was always caring for other people. And I just was sort of not that type of person. I was always sort of like, there's nothing that I always used to say that if I ever heard or anything like that, that I don't think there could be anything in this world that would make me even think about self-harming. I mean, why would anyone do that? Why would anyone knowingly want to jump off a bridge? I used to be very sort of like, why would anyone do that? And now, fast forward a few years from then, I have self-harmed a hell of a lot. I have done a suicide attempt and my life is a nightmare. So, to answer the question, I think a lot of your personality does change. I'd say, oh, this is hard. I'd say about 90% of your personality changes when you go through a mental illness, because you are put through some of the hardest things that you will ever go through. You will be dragged along the bottom and expected to make a recovery like that. You have to deal with the stigma. You have to deal with just knowing that no one really believes you because it's in your head, and if people can't see it, then it doesn't count. And mental health is a hard thing to go through, and it changes your whole world. I am not the same girl that I was even last year. I go through things every single day that slightly change me, and everything that I have gone through majorly, whether it's my head illness or whether it's something like a family matter or anything like that, it changes you and it alters your course a little bit. And it sort of changes your whole perspective. And my view on the world right now is very negative. I have a very negative coloured view of the world, and I don't believe in happy endings and that we're all in some sort of magical fairy tale. I don't believe in anything that, because I have seen the lowest. I have seen the negative side of the world. I have seen where I have had to face my family and say goodbye for what I thought was the last time, swallow a bunch of pills only to throw them back up. and to then carry on like nothing happened. Everybody changes, whether you have a mental illness or not. It just, everybody does. Everybody in the world goes through things that changes them, and they deal with things that changes them. But for me, nothing had ever hurt me or sort of hit me like my mental health has done. And even today, what I go through, sorry, my voice is croaky, it still changes me. I am still not set on beliefs. My beliefs change with it. And you constantly have to sort of just go with the way your mental health takes you, because you can't say for certain that you want to remain this person, because what you go through, it takes some of that away. It takes a lot of it away. I used to be known as the girl that laughed and just loved to make jokes and have fun, and just, I was very laughy back then. And you are lucky that if I laugh at all. I can't say for certain that I laugh every day. Sometimes I don't even laugh every week. And to other people, they would be like, oh my God, how can you not laugh? Even if you watch something on TV. Because my world has been turned negative by this mental health. And that has changed my personality. But you do still have some of the same traits. You always will be. Like, I always will try, and like for me, I've always put other people's needs before my own, and I think that will always continue, because it's continued even through mental health, and that's a trait of my personality. A trait of other personalities is I love to help people. I don't like seeing people suffering. If I can do something about it, I like to try and help people, and that has continued through my mental health as well. So as much as this tidal wave of mental health comes and changes this like 90% of your personality, and sort of flip-flops your views on things, and changes your outlook on life, and changes your belief and your reasons, and just how you act, and which sort of course in life you want to go on, there's still that good 10% of you that is your core you, that is fighting in and sort of saying that, no, you know what, this is who I am, this is what I will always be, I will always care for other people, and that's very much something that I am very grateful for, because it's hard when you have to deal with a new person. You sort of have to look in the mirror and deal with, okay, what's happened now? Is something tragic's happened? And, is your views going to get positive, negative? How's it going to affect your life from now? And it's hard having to look in the mirror and sort of try and work out who you are again. But knowing that you have that 10% of you that refuses to change, it helps. So to answer your question, that no, mental health does not change and take over every aspect of your personality. It takes over a lot of it, and it takes over your whole life. But there is still a part of your personality that is your core personality that just doesn't change. And I think, well, to me, that's a great comfort. Mental health is this big, big thing, and you can't fight it. The more you try to fight it, the stronger its hold on you it has, and it's hard. And when you sort of have to deal with it, and deal with it with other people judging you, and realizing that the things you're feeling are very much stigmatized and aren't believed by the rest of the world, it's a hard thing to do. But you've just got to remember that you're not alone, and that you have so many people who are fighting the same battle, who are just trying to remain standing and trying to just keep fighting to that little light that sort of gives them a good day, and to just know that you have a bunch of people, whether it's on the support group or not, who are willing enough to tell you their story, or just give you a helping hand if you need it. Because it's hard to do it. It's hard to know the pain that is felt unless you've experienced some type of the feelings. And knowing that there's other people out there who have experienced those exact time feelings and know how it changes you and how it hurts you offers just, it helps a lot. So don't be afraid to reach out for someone, to ask for help and to just talk, because sometimes I do that a lot. I talk to you guys when my mental health is crazy and you guys talk to me, and it helps just knowing that you're not alone and that you have a bunch of other people who are walking alongside of you, fighting every hurdle that comes their way, just trying to survive this big tidal wave of mental health. I keep putting up those picture quotes on the group and you guys love it. So if you have any others that you want, that you like, you can send me yours. And there's one that I posted recently, which is the latest one, that I just love, and it's the butterfly one. It says, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. And to me, that rang true. What we go through is horrible and it's painful, and we come out with scars, either physical scars, emotional scars, things that can never be unseen, unthought. And we often feel like our whole lives are over and what is the point of going through? But we come out from every scared experience, from every experience that has made us feel like we're broken and we're just worthless and we just, why don't we give up? We come out stronger and more beautiful than ever before. And that quote to me is just my quote that I keep with me, because it's true. When you think that life is over, something emerges, and that's what happens with us. Without every tough experience, we emerge right through it and come out more stronger and beautiful than ever before. So just keep that in mind, and I hope that it helps you guys. So thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry I look a mess and I sound all blur, but life with the flu, yay! And for those asking, I did not find the spider. It is still loose somewhere in my bedroom and I hate it. But I still sleep with a shoe, ready to whack it if it comes near me. So I am prepared. So thanks for watching and I will see you next week. Bye!